let's talk about this Shroud of Turin. What is a Shroud of Turin? Well, the Shroud of Turin is this shroud that's in Turin, Italy. The shroud is just this 14-foot piece of cloth, some sort of linen cloth, and what it's purported to be is that Jesus is going to get, murdered on the cross, and they're going to take his body down, and then they're going to let the body rot inside the tomb. Well, when his body was inside the tomb, he was wrapped up in a shroud. So they took this 14-foot piece of cloth, and one side is on his backside, and the other side is on his front side. And then what happens next is just nothing short of miraculous, because you're going to get like a perfect imprint. You're going to get a perfect imprint of Jesus. So let's see if we can find a pretty good little picture here. There's, you got, this is on the left. On the left is the image, and then this is how people have reconstructed this thing on the left. Now there's a problem with that. I'm already thinking of a problem right off the top of my head. And the biblical Jesus isn't, a white Caucasian male. The biblical Jesus is a Middle Eastern. So let's pull up an image of what does Jesus Middle Eastern look like. Because apparently there's this thing that says that people don't like the Middle Eastern version of Jesus. They're like, oh no, we don't like that. You know what I like about this image? This image makes me think of that one guy from Little House on the Prairie. What was that guy's name? That one guy from Little House on the Prairie who was Engel's best friend. And he's going to die. He's going to die like within 10 years or so. Tucker. Is that his name, Tucker? Here's the guy right there. Him. So don't that look like what this guy is saying? It looks like a Jesus, kind of like him. I see similarities. But he's Middle Eastern. He's not going to have blue eyes. He's not going to have distinctly European features. Hold on.